Good morning, students. Class 6, first, second chapter from gathering to growing food. Okay, so now let's recall our previous chapter. By now, we all must have understood how and what we can know about our past. Let's revise it quickly. We can know about our past like about a people, their clothing, their lifestyle, where they lived, names and places, and houses in which they lived, and their cushions too. And through the manuscript and inscriptions, seals, painting, and more things. And the Suleiman and the Kritharthil in the northwest were some of the areas where women and men first began to grow crops and like wheat and barley about 800 years ago. Along with the growing of crops, rearing of animals like sheep, goat, and cattle was also done by the people in those times. People used to travel from one part of the subcontinent to another in search of livelihood to escape from natural disasters like flood and droughts. And word India came from the Indus, called Sindhu is Sanskrit. Manuscript inscriptions coined literary sources such as Ramayana, Mahabharata, and Jain Buddhist and texts are the sum of sources that tell us about our past. Okay, and now next recall point is AD stand for Santo Domini, which is a Latin word for year of our Lord, and while BC stand for before Christ, meaning before the birth of Christ. Okay, and now let's come to the our second chapter from gathering to the growing food. Okay, clear everyone? The farming and herding. And now first topic is our this chapter farming and herding. Okay, and all of you must have heard of the famous saying, necessity is the mother of all invention. But this can be applied to the early man in true sense. After the end of stone age, great ages took place in all aspects of life. People didn't involve in farming activities at all the until around 10,000 BC, about 1200 years ago. Okay, but as the climate changes and got hotter and the drier, people moved to search of a sample of water, and the area having water became more and more crowded. This eventually led the scarcity of food in the particular area. People failed to get enough the food just by the hunting, gathering, and the fishing. So they had to look for after way of getting food. Men, women, children had been observing several things related to plants and such as places where the edible plants were found, and how seeds broken out the stalks and fell on the ground and new plants sprouted from them. So they started protecting of the plants from the birds and animals in order to allow the plants to grow and seeds to ripen. Clear everyone? In this way, people became farmers. Slowly and gradually, women's and men's and children got attracted towards the tame animals. Tamed animals means they started providing, and tamed animal means our domestic animals. They started providing food to them near their shelters. To first animals to be tamed was the wild ancestors of the god dog. Okay, dog later harmless and meek animals such as sheep, goat, cattle, and pig started getting closer to the human beings. Clear everyone? People also started protecting them from other wild animals attacked. This is the how they became herder. And herder, there was a gradually changes in the lifestyle of early man. In many areas, both man and woman in continuing hunting and gathering foods, while in the some areas, people took in farming and herding gradually over the several thousand years. In the same cases, people tried to combine these activities and their activities during different works during different seasons. Okay, and now our next topic is domestication. Domestications means domestication of animals, either of working animal or as a food sources, was another innovations which brought changes in the Neolithic communities. And domestication has a name given the process in which people, and it was the gradually process that took place in many part of world, and about 12,000 years ago. Some of the earliest domesticated plants were wheat and barley, as you know that. And the domesticated animals were dog, sheep, and goat. Only those plants and animals were selected for the domestication which were not prone to the disease. And the animals provided not only milk and meat but could also be used to draw the pluff and the other purposes, like dogs are scarcity of houses, sorry, security of horses, and the help in hunting, etc. So our next topic is a new way of our life. As you know that we all know growing a plants into a tree is a slow and gradually process. If we plant a seed and take several days, weeks, months, and some cases of year to grow, an early man also observed and understood the same phenomena. They understood that the plants were to be looked after by the watering, weeding, driving, and also and always the animals and birds protected till the grain ripened, and for that they had to so wait and stay some at the same one place for a longer time. So instead of wandering from place to place in search of food, they began to live a settled life, and again had to use carefully, as gain had to be stored to about both foods and seeds also, and grains were used to seed food and as gifts. Okay, therefore people throw of the several way of storing the grains for future future use. They began making large clay pot and waved basket and dug pit into the ground in the order to the store their grains. Clear everyone? A good care of take of the domestic animal for milk, food, meat, and for other uses. And animals multiply naturally. And the animals that were reared carefully were used to the store food of named storing animals. Clear everyone? And next point is our finding out about first farmer and herder. So turn to the map to page number 1.4. Okay. So archaeologists have found various evidence of the early farmers and herder in areas like Mehergarh and Burjahom and Chirand and Koldi Hawa and Mahagara and these many places. These are found all of the over the subcontinent. They explored various plants, animals, bone, and remains the burnt grain too, which show that farmers were aware of the slash and burn, informing even those times. Okay, so grain and bones you can see here on the screen. So some here are some topics are there in social and economic life. And after century, the practices of gathering food and man learn to the and the settlement. Okay, and the agriculture revolution brought about many changes and improvements, such as way people lived together, human being, and is a Neolithic ages to the long lived only by the collecting food directly from nature. Instead, they began to take up the agriculture production and the raised livestock, and sheets were used to plants, new vegetables, and the wild animals were domesticated. Clear, everyone? And their meat cooked for the food. They brought with them cereals as well as cattle and the sheep which they had learned to raise for food. In other words, these people were farmer as well as hunter. Okay. And now come to the next point, stage of settled life. And stage of settled life through the different sources like coins, inscriptions, manuscript, and pottery, toys, jewelry, etc. We have to gathered much information about our past. Clear, everyone? To understand our history better, the archaeologists have divided the stone age into the following three stages in order to their occurrence. And Paleolithic age and or the old Stone Age, you know that, and you can see here your book and your screen also. In this period, man used crude stone tools and the weapons and led the nomadic life. It was also known the Old Stone Age, Paleolithic Age, and Old Stone Age. Tools were also made of bone. Okay, and Mesolithic age means middle age, middle stone age. In this age, man used macrolithic stone tools which have used to binding and joining them on the handle and or any stick of wood and or a bamboo. In this age, man started domesticating animals. It was also known as a middle stone age. Clear, everyone? So neolithic neolithic age means new stone age. So man used polished stone tools, domesticated animals, tools for agriculture, and led the settled life. It was also as New Stone Age. These include tools that were polished to give fine cutting edge, and the mortar and the pestles are the grinding grains and other plants produce. Okay. So now we will meet my next video. Goodbye.